What's up, y'all? Y'all know it's midnight, but I had to I had to go live. I had to do it. I had to do it because I'm working on something. I'm definitely working on something. Had some stuff for me to finish, but I had to get it done first before I went live. So I'm here. I hope that what I've been sharing has been a little bit helpful. So I hope that it has been helpful. Like I said, I am working on something, and I believe it's working. I believe it's working. Excuse me while I'm setting certain other stuff up right now. But what we're going to talk about today is timing. Okay? What I mean by timing is playing in time. And this is definitely one thing. You can know many chords, but if you don't know how to stay in time, sometimes that can make it a little bit not fun. Okay, it can make it a little bit not fun, and it's always cool when you can actually, you know, funk out a little bit. Just got to make sure that I am in the right cool. I think I'm showing it. That's what's up. I'm back. We here. Cool. All right. So yes, I realize that a lot of you may be in bed, but for those of you who are up, and if you happen to catch it, leave a comment. Make sure that you like. Feel free to subscribe if you like what I'm sharing. And I'm about to get started. I know I've said this the past couple of lives. It shouldn't be that long. So we'll see. We'll see how long this will take. I think last night was 30 minutes. But this one might be even shorter. So anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to start a track. Okay. This right here, these are some drum sounds that I have up right now. So let me see what the BPM is. So I'm going to set something that will actually be, I guess, like a good little loop. And I didn't make one ahead of time. So let's make that a little bit faster, like 87. Yeah, so right now I'm about to make a loop, and it's something else that I like to do. It's just going to be real simple for the sake of the example. All right. Start here. Matter of fact, let me select all and make that a little more in time and do something real simple. Let's go. That works. Let's get that first one. Actually, sometimes I like for my tracks to be kind of offbeat a little bit. I'm a big like Jay Dilla fan, and I love that off sound. But sometimes you got to be exactly, and I'm referring to drums right now. Okay. I'm referring to drums like when it's intentional, sometimes it could be very, very tasteful. All right. Yeah, there are times when it's very tasteful and you know, it sounds really good. So I'm going to repeat this actually. Let me repeat this. I'll do it like that. And all right. So I'm gonna go with this. Now for the sake of let me actually delete these real quick. For the sake of this lesson, you know, sometimes I like to be offbeat on purpose, you know, just to be clear. And so I noticed that some of these drums are a little bit off, and it might throw somebody off where they're like, well, how can you do a video that's about timing, but your drums are off? But again, I like doing that. I like making drums that are off sometimes. But for the sake of this lesson and you know, playing guitar against the track, let me see. Yeah, that's a little more on. And I'm actually gonna save. Do this bounce in place. All right, so there we go. Here we go. We're muted here. We're muted here. Actually, let me bring this down. Okay, so yeah. And the reason I made that is because sometimes MIDI files, you know, be acting funny. Okay. And I don't always want to practice with a metronome. I know that I advise to practice with a metronome, but if you can practice with a loop, I feel like that can be a little more effective when you practice with a loop. Okay? Loops can kind of give you more of a real live scenario, whereas a metronome, some people don't always connect with the metronome, but pick one of them. Okay? Pick one of them. But loops are very effective. All right, so this is my loop. And I'm going to give a couple of examples of what to not do. Okay, or not necessarily what to not do, but to be, this is a way to hold yourself accountable as you are learning guitar. And maybe you're like pretty far along, you know, further along than some others. But you might know chords, you may know some scales and everything. But if your timing is off, ain't nobody gonna really want to play with you like that, you know, in terms of like gigging and stuff like that. Okay. People really love when your timing is good, when you're like in the pocket. And sometimes people like that more than a guitar player that can do a bunch of stuff, you know. So anyhow, I'm going to show you some stuff and I'm going to give an example. It's just looping. All right. Now, this is real generic, so. Okay, clearly I wasn't staying on beat. Now let me make something to where I actually record it and you can see how it sounds like listening back to it. Okay. All right. Okay. I got the wrong channel armed. All right, here we go. We right here. Yeah, let's do this. All right. right, so I just wanted to do something just, you know, so you can hear it and we can play it back and you can see. Now, to a guitar player, they could think, ooh, man, I was playing that. When you go back, you listen to it. All right, so that's not cool. That is not cool playing. Now, it's a good thing that you got sound coming through and that you got it actually printed. But now let's bring it more in time. Okay, let's bring it more in time. And let's get it as close as possible. All right. All right, let's listen to that. Now I'm playing late. And believe it or not, playing like kind of laying back a little bit actually sounds a little bit better than being ahead of the beat sometimes. Okay. And I don't know if there's a delay because I'm streaming, but I tend to lay back. Okay. I tend to actually lay back so that I'm not ahead of the beat and it actually sounds better. Okay. So I'm going to do it again, but I want to try to get it. I want to try to make it a little better. Now this is what I do. I do this for a living. Okay. But I started out by just trying to get it right using software. All right. Now let me bring it a little bit lower. I don't know if this is too loud or not. Plus I got this mic right here. Let me test this out. Let's try some James Brown. Let's try that. All right, let's see. All right, that sounded a little more. That actually sounded a little more intentional. It sounded like it worked a little bit more now in a recording situation. Like let's say if I'm recording, I actually I can see this little part right here. It's actually a little delayed a little bit, so I can just move it. Boom. It's funny. That's too late now. I mean, that's a little too much. So let's bring it about right here. All right, yeah. All right, that just to my ears, it sounds a little better relative to what I played initially. And it's really just me assessing what I'm playing. Like if I don't like it, just do it better. You know what I'm saying? But in the process, I'm actually practicing. In the process, I'm getting better because I'm not settling with how I sound. You know, I'm saying to myself all the time, like, can I make that better? Okay. And pretty much when it comes down to it, when you're recording, the recording is not lying to you. You know, you can't say to the recording, No, I ain't play that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very accurate representation of, you know, of whatever it is that you put inside the input. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what's up, bro? Yeah. I decided to use it as an example. You know what I'm saying? I may do a tutorial on like how to play like some James Brown funk type stuff, because it's like a whole vibe. Now I'm about to actually add to this to try to like tie it in, because yeah, it's important to know how to tie two guitar parts together. So let me get my notes right. Let me see if I do it this way. Let me see if I can do this. I ain't recorded though. Let me yeah, let's go with it. Let's go with it. Let's not overthink it. Trying to find the right tone. Let's go. All right, let's play it back. Let's hear how it sounds. All right, it's a little bit late. Like I think there's like some latency going on here, but hey, in a band situation, that timing may actually work. Yeah. So, you know, see real quick. Yeah, so something like that. That's like a real funk type situation, and you know, it works in certain scenarios. All right. What can I put over that? What can I put over that? I don't want to overdo it. Don't want to overdo it. Let's go right here. I'll just do a little riff. I ain't trying to be real fancy. Let me do this. I don't like that. Oh, you know what? I actually do kind of like it. I know it's off though. I don't know. I might keep that. I might keep it. Shoot, I'm gonna hit save. You know what I'm saying? I grab my bass, blue, blue, ba-doo, doo, ba-doo, 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 whatever, something like this, ba-doo, doo, ba-doo, ba-doo, doo. Something like that. Anyhow, Yeah, I ain't really want to show anything more than that, but I may actually do like one more demonstration of something that's not real funky sounding, but do something more like straightforward. And yeah, I can use that. Let me see. Let me get the swing off. Oh goodness. Ooh, that didn't sound good. Ran into these that I recorded yesterday. That didn't sound good. Yeah, man, bass line. Let me see. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it does fit. It does fit. Let me turn my tone up real quick. Yeah, I love to be creative. I love it. That's one of my favorite things to do. It's been a learning curve, figuring out how to monetize being creative. But I mean, I'm a contracted musician at my church. You know, I make tracks. I design stuff as well. So like logos, and do graphic design and video editing as well. So this is like my wheelhouse, art and music. So let me do like a 2-5-1-6 chord progression. I think I'll do that. That sounds muddy to me. Let's bring it up. See, I'm still in that funk mode. I'm still in that funk mode. Let me do more straightforward. That was probably a little off. That first one is a little bit. Let me do it over. It works. The timing is actually not bad. I'm that way with myself. That's all. All right. Like, I like that timing. That felt good to me. So, yeah. Yep. Yeah, they are all different. Yeah, but like over time, there's the same dilemma. But my main focus is YouTube. Period. Like, YouTube is the most. I like it the best. I'll say that. I let everything revolve around YouTube. I do that, and I'm pretty sure you already know this, but I focus on YouTube. I let everything else feed into YouTube. Whatever short I make, then I post it on other stuff. But YouTube has a scheduler. Man, they got a scheduler, so you can. All right, so you might already do this. Again, I ain't trying to impose this, but you could do a content creation day. Like I edit podcasts. I manage a couple of podcasts as well. But yeah, you can do like a content creation day and get everything done in one day and schedule it and don't do nothing else for the week. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you could say it's a dilemma if, like what I'm doing right now, I'm doing a live like on the spot. You can't schedule a live in terms of recording one earlier. Well, you can actually, because you can do what's the word? You can like set it to premiere. You can do that. Yes, you can do that. But you can't do a live. You can't schedule a live in terms of like not being present. You know, you got to be present. Anything else other than that, you can do a batch content creation day, bang out a whole bunch of stuff, schedule it, and don't do nothing for the rest of the week. You know what I'm saying? On Facebook, well, on Instagram, you got to use the Facebook scheduler to post on Instagram. You got to do all these workarounds. TikTok has a scheduler, but you got to download a separate app. It's like all this stuff you got to do. You know what I'm saying? So, but I like, yes, do. That's what I recommend, because, again, like I do this stuff for a living. So, I'm editing, I'm making music, I'm doing all this stuff. Like, so do a day, like let it be your day, like every week. Like Mondays might be your day, okay? And choose your time frame. Treat this like just like you clock in at work. I don't know what you do for a living, but just like you clock in at work, clock in with yourself. You know what I'm saying? And make it. Don't disappoint yourself. Don't clock out on yourself. You know, show up, do the work, record whatever it is you want to record. You might sit down and record three videos in one sitting. Okay, go ahead, edit it, and then edit it whenever you can. You might want to, I guess, the next day let that be your editing day. Once you're done, if you even do edit, once you're done though, then schedule it out. You know, for like you might do your stuff on Sunday, Monday, or Monday and Tuesday, and schedule it for Thursday and Saturday or whatever, however you want to do it. Do your shorts, pick your shorts, your clips from your videos, schedule those around those main videos. And that's a framework that I use now. There's more that goes into it. I kind of spoke around it real fast, but there's more that goes into it, and that way you don't get burned out. You know what I'm saying? It feels fun. You know, so, yep. So yeah, let me add to this. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to use like some inversions or something that kind of, or maybe a line or something that goes with it. I ain't record that. I think that'll work. Ooh. Let me choose another track. Let's go. Oh, I already started off wrong. It didn't feel right. Still didn't sound, it didn't feel right to me. There's something else I want to add to that. Let me see. right, there's something I want to do right there. I might for video editing I use Premiere Pro, Adobe Premiere Pro, and I edit a podcast called the Social Proof Podcast. That's I do their YouTube management and stuff like that. But yeah, it's called the Social Proof Podcast, and it's an entrepreneurship podcast. I edit those, and Hardly Initiated. I've worked with them as well. I don't know if you watch podcasts like that, but yeah, I've worked with them. So let me see. I'm gonna do this one little thing. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Let me put this on another track. And I might keep these and make it like a for real track. Mess that up. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, it has pretty good timing, you know what I'm saying? Of course, throughout a whole song, you don't want to have those going the whole time. You know, you want to definitely make it work as a song, but you know, timing is pretty good. Like I would actually go with something that sounds like that, put a bass line over it, put some piano over it and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? The name of the podcast is the Social Proof Podcast. The host's name is David Shands. David Shand. Oh, Shands. Yeah, I help to manage their YouTube page. I edit his videos. It's not my podcast. I do editing. And another page, another YouTube channel that I have helped with their logo, like I design logos, is Hardly Initiated. So I mean, it's pretty much how it sounds. But yeah, man. If you got some questions, I'll definitely answer them. I don't want to keep y'all up. Like it's definitely after midnight right now. But yeah, timing is very important. And let me go back and play that other joint. I might actually make something from that other one. You know what I'm saying? This one actually sounded kind of funky. Yeah, like the timing is pretty good. I might play that over again. But bottom line is stay in the pocket. Staying in the pocket is the most important thing when it comes to playing. You know, some people want to, like, I know how to do some color stuff. I know how to color in and fill in and do little things here and there when that is appropriate. But yeah, outside of that is like what I did here. Now, when it's time to fill in and it's like, okay, stuff, but other than that, fall back in, you know, stay in the pocket. Stay in the pocket and then go in and out, do the fancy stuff, go back in, you know. Because people are actually more impressed with like consistent, you know, just pocket. People are more impressed with that. So, but yeah, man, yeah, that's the name of the podcast. I'll let you know the software that I use. That's Premiere Pro for video editing. For this music, I use Logic, and oh, I also use CapCut. I use CapCut, the desktop version. I sometimes do it on my phone, but the desktop version is actually what I use most because I just like the way it feels. But I use the desktop CapCut, and these do require subscriptions. I use the desktop CapCut to edit like reels and shorts. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I can do it quicker in there. And they got the little transitions in there, the drag and drop transitions. And I mean, you could probably go to my pages to see, or look at my shorts to see how I do it. I mean, on some of the videos. But yeah, man, that's what's up. That's what's up. Appreciate it. Yeah, man, it's a really, you feel like CapCut cuts out non-TikTok. What you mean? What do you mean? Do I feel like CapCut cuts out on non-TikTok platforms? Well, I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna say what I think. I'm gonna answer in the way that I think you're asking. CapCut is definitely affiliated with TikTok. To it, right? Gotcha. I mean, it might, but the thing is, there is a within the software, it'll let you post directly to TikTok. Right, correct. CapCut is owned by TikTok, and I've tested it. I use Premiere as well to sometimes edit my reels. It just depends. So you might be right in that the fonts they use, the animations they use may recognize it, but I've definitely edited in CapCut and gotten like high views and gotten high views on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But what you definitely want to do, some people leave the little CapCut symbol like at the end, they don't cut that out. The watermark, you know, like the TikTok watermark, you want that to not be there. Okay. And if anybody else is joining, if y'all got questions too, I'm kind of at the end of it, but I'm definitely down to stick around if you all have any questions. I was basically talking about staying in the pocket, playing guitar, as well as some other content creation stuff. All right. But yeah, I think it's good. I like it. I like how quickly you can add transitions and effects, you know, and I like that part about it. I've edited some normal length type stuff too. But if you're leery about that, I totally understand. I mean, I use Premiere Pro for like a lot of the stuff that's like an hour long. I use it for that. And you know, Premiere is definitely industry standard, but that is like a more, if you get that by itself, I think it's like $20 or $30 a month. But I got the whole Adobe situation because I use Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere, After Effects. Like I use all that software in order to do what I do. I mean, for lower third stuff, for transitions, yeah, I use all that stuff. Now, as far as music, like I said, I use Logic. I do pretty much everything in Logic as far as music. Sometimes I use Audition to get some crowd noises out. bro, listen. The way I'm answering your question, I'm answering your question like this is like what I do. So, yes, this live is about this, but it's still about content creation. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yo, I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. But yeah, man, like you could ask me anything. You know what I'm saying? You can ask me anything. And I feel like it's a good lead into other stuff too. So like it's all good. And I be trying to do these lives earlier, you know, but it's important to spend time with my wife. So, and I'm gonna do that, you know. So but yeah. But I ain't got nothing else. I see there's a third person on. So whoever you are, if you have if you have a question, definitely let me know, or just I don't know, shoot me a DM or something. YouTube ain't got no DM, do they? That's wild. But yeah, man, yo, I'm definitely today's Wednesday. We had Bible study today, so that's another reason too why I came a little later. Tomorrow we got rehearsal, so it might be around the same time. But I'm gonna try to do it a little earlier tomorrow. Like I really am. I'm aiming to do these every day because I'm just trying to get certain stuff out, you know, to people who need it. But PJ, if you have a question about, you know, whatever, you know, just let me know because that gives me something to actually cover. Even though I already have a list, I have a list of things to cover. But what you mentioned may be something that someone else also wants to, like somebody else might have a question. Yeah, I've definitely had a night job before, so I agree. I agree, and I'd be wondering like how you be on these lives. You be on these lives, which I appreciate you. Like it's been helpful for me, for anybody who showed up. So, but yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and head out, and I will definitely anybody who was on tonight. I appreciate y'all. You know, if you feel like subscribing, go ahead and do it. I got a couple of free resources. Well, one free resource in the description. Check it out if you like it. And don't sleep on knowing some technical stuff. Okay? I'm not necessarily saying this for you all who are on, but for you all who are watching the replay, don't just memorize shapes. You know, that's cool at first. But after that, learn scales. Learn why the shapes are what they are. Okay? And it'll really increase your level of playing and, you know, just your understanding around the neck and everything if you do that. So I really encourage that. So I'm here to help with that as well as producing guitar recording, guitar and things like that. It makes it more fun, you know. And yeah, it's all good, y'all. I will see y'all later. I love y'all. I appreciate you. Holla at you later. Peace.